Welcome back, you guys, to Let's Play Danganronpa 2, and in the last episode, Nagito died! Well, it seems more important he was murdered, so now we are on to investigate his death. So let's do this. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Sorry, fangirls, I'm happy about this, leave me alone. The victim is Nagito Kameda. His body was discovered inside the factory near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there spear stabs in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, the laceration on his left arm and knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this makes me depressed. Don't be depressed, buddy. It's a good thing. Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, but what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, but there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. It's definitely weird. I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form a conclusion on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now, it's our only chance to investigate. We should investigate first. If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. I guess you're right. Let's start with the surrounding area surrounding Nagito's body. Then I'll start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtains block most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. And you probably didn't expect it to end like this. There's like one person I could think of who could possibly have done this, and it would be either, well, two. One is that Sonia wasn't with us at the time, so there's a possibility she was not around during this, and that interests me. She also seemed to figure out, really, right before the thing went up, that they were not bombs. I don't know. Okay. Let's look at Nagito. I don't like this. Nagito's body first. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. He also wasn't completely useless. There were times where you were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything's good and bad about him is gone. I'll never be confused by him again. I'll never be saved by him again. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Okay, let's look. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Alright, first, the knife is big and... The knife stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How did they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. Looks very similar to that knife that Toko gave us in the previous game that was a part of the last case. I don't know. I'm just bringing things back. By the way, it seems like the wounds on his right leg and left arm were caught by the same knife. Which means after the killer has finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, he stabbed the knife through his right hand. Then they finished him off with the spear. Wow, cool. Does that mean the killer went through all the trouble to use two weapons, a knife and a spear? But then they could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why they need a spear at all? That is definitely strange. There was a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? That's like, what possible reason could there be, though? Okay, well, his face looks stunned. He must have been in great pain. And clearly, at this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help? Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over, it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth was covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Not a minute. Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And when Sweat moved, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing? It'll be fine. I'll just put it back once we're done. I'm done investigating here. Putting the duct tape back on isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed! Blood on Nagito's face? It looked like it mostly came from the place on his arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening. Hey, about the blood splattered on his face? There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that? It means the duct tape was put on beforehand. The duct tape has crinkles. It was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth around under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds on his body. He tried to shout, which was using the duct tape which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. What's wrong with that? Is there something we need to worry about? I don't really get it, but put the duct tape back on his mouth already. You're right. This might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Duct tape. Alright, and then left hand. Cut on his upper left arm. His right hand and left legs and right hand have been stab wounds, but this one looks like a slice. It's probably the reason the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange? What? Look at the palm of his left hand. And I think that the blood's from where his left arm was sliced, but yeah, why is his palms clean? His palm should not, I mean, the area around, but yeah. Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cut off in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it's definitely cut off. As far as the blood could reach when it was splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else. Yeah, why would it be on his fingers? When you flip over and look back of his hand, there's also blood, but also in the middle joints of his fingers. Right, why is it only this part? See, it's just what I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. That's definitely strange. Why did the killer what did the killer do to make the blood splatter look like that? The only way that could happen is if you were clutching something with your fist, because the inside of if you clutch your fist where your fingers and your palm meet, the inside of your palm and the back of your hand will be clean. He was clutching something. What was he clutching? Ugh. Yeah. Alright, let's look at the spear next. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. It looks that looks like the fatal wound. Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? It's from the castle. A cord extending from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. Use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is that your first time looking at it too? Of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right? Oh. You definitely came up with that just now. By the way, I want to ask you, where did that spear come from? The castle. I feel like I saw it in the Izumi Castle. What? Izumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice. Damn you all to hell. Bye. See, even he doesn't know what's inside the castle. And more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord is coming out of the handle. Looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. So Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently the spear came from Izumi Castle. Better if I can confirm that later. Yeah. Spear of Gungnir. AKA the thing that killed Junko and Ashima in the first game. Which was a magic spell for some reason, but what the frick. Both Nagito's legs are tied up. And his rope is tied to a pillar nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to Monokuma, found the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie Nagito up, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something to keep him from moving? I don't know. At any rate, it's a pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were just inflicted were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? Ugh, if that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Or was it something that would have led to the traitor? Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. Oh, baby boy. Ouch. Oh, I'm hitting my broken toes on things. Ow. Even if they held a grudge towards him, they would really have gone this far? Torture wounds have been added. Is there anything else I gotta worry about here? Rope one of it? I got that. Oh, it's my burnt rope. Nagito's right wrist has been tied up with rope. It looks like the tip of the rope has been burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. The rope was burned off like this. Why would Nagito's clothes be completely unaffected by the fire when he was close to the blaze? I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? Sad but true, buddy. My classmate's dead body's right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible, and I have to investigate his death so I can find the killer. I'm used to some things as abnormal as this. That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Alright, let's look around and everything. I really gotta get used to this, like, because literally, I'm used to going around like a fish lens. This is not. Monokuma plushie, huh? Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey, no response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size Monokuma plushies that were being produced in the factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too. Don't put oversized garbage in there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? What did he do? Make a hole like this and it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something? I had nothing to do with that. Huh? He's probably lying! Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you till the very end. I will definitely take the Sea of World Supremacy from Monokuma. Wow, Monami's like going all Rambo on this shit. Jesus Christ. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. I mean, it looks like the spear went through the Monokuma plushie too. I don't know. That hole's big enough for a spear. Alright. It's like a lighter. Oh, this. It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtain would have been hanging if it also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. The oil lighter was placed here. Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm. It is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone let them go. So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it? The killer was probably planning to destroy evidence by setting the warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? It's the only reason I can think of why the killer would set fire to the crime scene, but... I feel like there's more to it than that. More fire grenades. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. The plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably the fire grenades. Those fire grenades we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, I see oil. Yeah, I definitely see oil in the water. Nevertheless, this evidence isn't all that strange. I see oil in the water. Am I just nuts? Alright, I guess I've seen everybody here. Let's talk to everybody, shall we? Icona, you first. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't look like this time it matters. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time? Look, the time doesn't matter. It's clearly written on Monokuma's file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was noon, what were we doing at that? We were stopping the bombs. What were we doing? Right now it's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. That means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? Oop, frick. Hold on. It happened 30 minutes ago. Does that mean the kill happened recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems a bad way to describe it. If this happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? Right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer, when the only one who doesn't is Sonia. But could this be like the Nekomaru died? The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looked very detailed, so they wouldn't have had time to prepare. Alright, then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bomb is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Good to know, though. Freaking out like Kazuichi, but you definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma Theater timer reaches two days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? The rotten school trip's gonna end, right? We can finally go back home? You're free till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen? Monokuma may be planning to do something after that counter ends. Like, what do you mean, something? He's gonna make us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? Don't know. But this Monokuma file we're looking at, you know, there's something there's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyways, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. Think about the countdown after we live through this class trial. Yeah, I know. Don't bring up strange stuff like that. Chiaki, what's up, girl? That's what she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling? Yeah, about the sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that was activated to put out the fire. You see a girder right next to it, right? There. Do you see that red streak? Oh! You're right, I definitely see it. There's like a small red line on the ceiling girder. Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood. There's no way blood could get up there, right? But it's a straight line. That's what I've been staring at. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Did Nagito do this to himself? Or did the killer do this? The only way I can think of red blood being up there, I mean, yeah, it's got like the big what was his face? The wire hanging, or the wire in the weight. Maybe he threw it over top and was holding onto it and let it drop. Or maybe the killer did that to torture him or whatever, I don't know. I guess it's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. Killer's goal wasn't to kill Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through all the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. It's just that there's no way to inflict any wounds on other than the fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I'd better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating other areas inside the warehouse first. I didn't get to talk to Kazuichi or Sonia, though. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't even do anything except laugh. You poor kid. Sonia. If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish this investigate the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after. Here. Okay. Yeah, let's look at everything here. Monokuma panels. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? Why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall... They could have been using that to maybe start the, like, really get the fire going? I don't know. Could have been used to burn the whole building down. Maybe we're the ones who made the mess? Huh? Look at the tipped over panel by the entrance. It's really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason the panel was tipped over... Oh, okay, I see. It was like a stack of dominoes. Final. Open it slowly. That's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. Those two words kind of brushed everyone's warnings off and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clutter. It's not opening. There's something blocking the door. Barely opened it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? Just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Cutting ignored the protest with a mighty kick. The door flew open. Bam. Could it be? Was that it? And there's something else I've been wondering. These Monokuma panels are tipped over, starting from the entrance of the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly. Isn't it clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Okay. So, this was done intentionally. Maybe the... My theory is, maybe the panels were all stood up straight. When we kicked the door, they flew over. The light was already on and next to the curtain. And whenever we tipped it over, they caught fire. Assumption time. I don't know. And there's that music. MP3 player. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here? It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, if that music was blaring when the fire started. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinkler. There's no mistaking it. The music was playing from the MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why is the killer playing music from this? Ambiance, I would assume. Books. There's a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently contains Monokuma's photos. The sprinkler completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. Oh, this is friggin' ridiculous. Ugh. Tons of CDs. All these CDs, they're copies of Monokuma's music. They should be burned too. They should have been burned too. Literally. Missing. Just talk to everyone, I guess? Alright, let's talk with Fihiko. Thinking about the countdown after we live through this class trial. Okay. Not everyone's got stuff to talk about, I guess. Well, even though I did say I was gonna friggin' kill him. There's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? Chucky. Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, I might not be able to notice it. It's better if the warehouse is burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire. But there's a lot of smoke, and it's a good thing that we didn't get to go inside when we were throwing those grenades. I agree. If we did, we would have all been caught in the sprinklers and would have been all wet and soggy. Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. You were thinking that, huh? I wasn't thinking that at all. Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime. You're screwing with me. Well, my screwing. How lewd. Bye. Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I'm only imagining it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut. Alright, no! God damn it, dude. This is the reason she doesn't like you. Man, it matters for them. Oh, okay. Still talking about time, huh? Oh, what about you, Sonia? Focusing on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. I've already pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body. I think it's time to talk to her. Hey, Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? Well, want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright. It's not a bomb. Why did you know that the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. We were looking for the bombs. Why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time? Oh my... Do you suspect me? It's a misunderstanding. I'm not the killer. Shit! Jesus, you son of a bitch! Sonia? I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. I did not expect Sonia to start swearing like that. That's pretty awesome. Kudos, girlfriend. You sound like me. When I first explored the first island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh? At first I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons, so if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. So, I mean, when you heard Nagito planting bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them? As I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched the island for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered. And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bomb Nagito brought from the military base, which meant they were fake bombs. How did you find out the bombs in the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What? I thought if one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At that time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. Oh. However, the plan was an utter failure. The bombs were not real, it was merely a fireworks display. Damn it all to hell! I see, so you're the only one who knew that the bombs at the military base were fake. I did, as did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. The bombs are the same ones that disappeared. It would mean Nagito's took them. That's why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Yeah, seriously, what the frick was up with that? That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us think that the bombs he set were real as well. So Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. The problem is his reason for doing so. With this, I have explained everything. There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Sonia's account. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand. You look worried. Yeah, I am. At times like this, it might be better if you broaden your investigation range. You mean, it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, the Izumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room. But I understand the reason behind his actions. I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her. I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we have the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene. I don't think we have a choice. There aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right. Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece the incident together. So we need to search for them in other places, probably. And, well, alternatively, if there are any other clues in other areas, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that. And it's okay if we leave this place. Is it okay? There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. This is our reality. That's why there's no time for us to just stand around. Indeed. But anyways, we're gonna cut the episode off here for now. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Please like, comment, subscribe for more edgy videos like this every other day. Just a good slay, right? Bye-bye.